Hey everybody, what's up? Matt here. This is going to be pretty interesting because I've never done this before. However, it's first time for everything. So, this is going to be a little impression video I have of a game that I was actually provided a code for. So I greatly appreciate that, but I want to give my own impressions and thoughts of this game. The game is called Bonkies. It is actually kind of like a family-oriented couch co-op game that you can play with your friends. You can play by yourself. It's a puzzle based, like physics oriented puzzle game. It's pretty fun. And I'm gonna play a little bit of it and kind of talk a little bit about it while we're playing it. But first, just to kind of tell you a little bit more about the game itself. Bonkies is actually made by a studio called Studio Gauntlet, and is published by them and also Crunching Koalas. It's available on the Switch, the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, which is also playable on the Series X and S, and also on PC. Early impressions of this game are pretty positive from people out there. Wanted to kind of dive into what I think about it. But real quick before we actually show the gameplay, Bonkies is this is what it says on the description. Bonkies is a jolly party game about cooperation, space construction, and the joys of colonizing the solar system as a team of monkeys. You and your prime mates, get that? Prime mates, will be tasked with raising all sorts of quirky constructions on distant planets by stacking blocks so they fit a given outline. Okay, guys, so to the game. This is my Xbox here. I'm gonna launch the game real quick. You can see it kind of has this like fun aesthetic. I played maybe about an hour to 2 hours of this with what I was able to get through with the time I had. So these are kind of early impressions. Plan on playing more of this with my family. With our setup, we can't give a ton of actual gameplay video with couch co-op because where I record my gameplay is mostly from this desk here and not a couch. But I did record some clips for you guys as well. So to show a little bit of me and it's actually me and my wife and my 9-year-old daughter were playing together. And that was definitely a lot of fun. So, all right, guys. Bonkies. Check it out. So I'm going to do the solo campaign right now because that's what's available to me playing it by myself, obviously. So I had gotten past the initial training station where you have several levels. You kind of have these planets that you go to, and you do the, I guess I'll say missions there. And if you're familiar with some of these couch co-op games, they'll have like different reward levels. Like, okay, you can beat it within the time. And then also if you do really well, you get a little bit of extra. I guess in this case, you get bananas by doing pretty well. So moving on to the next planet here, we made it to Pluto and I've already done, I think, the first mission over here. You see it's green. We got that one done. So we're going to move on to this next one here. Okay. Now this one is actually the highest time limit I've seen on one of these games, so it's pretty interesting. I'm gonna again. I wish that it would save the name that I put in each time instead of any time I start. I have to do this over and over again. However, that's fine. It is what it is. There also are some characters you can choose between. So. Let's see. Can I change? I forget how to change the character here. We'll roll with that one. That's fine. There's a few. You unlock characters as well. You unlock. I guess I'll call them bonkies. So the way this game works is you have these conveyor belt things over here, and you have a jetpack that has thrust on it. The jetpack has a certain amount of thrust. If you go too much on it, then it will actually like shoot you into the sky. So there's like a kind of like a power meter you got to watch out for. Also, if you're familiar with snipper clips on the Switch, it kind of has a similar mechanic where you're trying to fill in the shadows. As well as this also takes some things from Tetris, where at times you're trying to solve a puzzle on how to fit objects into a certain amount of space. And the blocks kind of have Tetris-like shapes in it as well. So that's pretty interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and place this here. See if we can't get that done. Gonna move this one up. This one is gonna place here. So if we were playing this couch co-op, I would be playing this with my wife and my daughter, and there'd be 3 of us. And it can be a little chaotic. You know, imagine 3 guys here. We accidentally grab each other a lot and pull on each other, which can be rather frustrating, to be honest with you. And also it can just be plain fun. So we're gonna try and fit these guys here. Now I remember this is the last one I had started, and I had stopped on this one because it was actually, I was getting a little confused. Because this is, if you look at it, it's a little big for the space. So these guys are tricky. Because if you place them directly on more than one block, they don't like it. So we're gonna try and mess with this and see if we can't figure out the puzzle. Maybe we are going to stand this up here like that. I'm gonna take this guy over here. Stand this guy up like this. It's not incredibly hard, but not as of yet. But we're still early on in this game. Like I said, I played. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this goes, guys. Okay, we're at 94%. We got one more block here. We're gonna put it down. So you know you gotta hold the pose, right, and make sure it doesn't fall. So now we've completed that stage. Now there's gonna be another stage that pops up here, and we gotta figure this out. So I would think, oh geez. Yeah, see, like, it's not, I would think this goes here, right? So maybe we move this out of the way for now. Oh yeah, that's right, they're floating. These ones float. Okay, so let's try that. I'm just gonna place it there, see what happens. Let's see what happens, guys. It can be rather fun, and I would say this game can be both relaxing and frustrating. I think it's more relaxing if you're playing with yourself. It's frustrating chaos if you're playing with friends. So far for us, anyway. I mean, there's a little bit of tension, you know, like, hey, you stop grabbing me, you know, like, but it's one of those things, the more you play together, the better you get as well. All right. Okay, yeah, so you don't want to knock down your structure. You can do that too. I'm gonna move these guys out of the way completely. Oh, you know what? That's what I'm supposed to do with these. I forgot. So you can use these as support, guys. That's what 100% what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Not everything has to be inside the blocks, right? Okay, don't grab the wrong thing. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to try and lift this up. No, whoa, okay, hey. Wow, okay, that was a catch. I need to raise this up a little bit. Try this again, guys. Yeah, and there's a time limit. Obviously, the more times you do this, the better you'll get because you start to learn what you're supposed to do. So it kind of has the feeling where, hey, I can do better, and you go back and do it again. So there's a replay value here. Because I bet a lot of people won't be satisfied with their times. I'll be satisfied with mine. I'm not. I'm not that picky. Okay. All right, I'm gonna set that guy there. Do like a little bit of puzzle mechanics. Now, there's interesting because there's different kinds of blocks, right? As you can see. There's also glass blocks which you can break. And I'm sure the more I play, there'll probably be other ones later on. Okay, we're gonna get this guy up here. We're gonna need to put him. Yeah, you can't grab onto these guys too long. They'll kind of like mess up your stuff. Yep, just like that. I can live with that though. That didn't do too much damage. Okay, we made it. Gotta just move it around a little bit. Pick up these pieces that I almost broke. These are glass or ice. I'm assuming it's glass. You kind of gotta finagle these into place. All right, in a second, I'm gonna open up the chat for questions. If you guys have been in the chat, I apologize if I have been watching it. I actually have it off purposefully right now, just so I can concentrate on the game and give you my feedback and opinions without. I know I'll want to interact if I see it. I know I want to talk to you guys. So, one more piece, guys. I like the music in this game. Honestly, it's like maybe one of my favorite things about the game so far. Okay, this is gonna be a little tricky. How do we... I think I need to move this piece over. So there's not a way to like turn this thing around. Uh-oh. No! 15 seconds left? Come on, man. I'm getting desperate now. Well, you guys saw what happened there. That can be frustrating. It can also be challenging and fun. I'm not going to go ahead and try that again because I know how to beat that puzzle. But that's the basic gist of the game. You can see there's other kind of blocks. I'm gonna open up the chat real quick here, guys. All right, how is everybody doing? Is there anybody out there? Hello, if you are. We got almost to complete that level. I got to show you some gameplay. I want to show you a little bit of the clips I got from the playthrough that I was doing the co-op missions with my wife and daughter, so you can kind of see what that's like. How's it going, Unknown? How are you doing? How's it going, Omni? Yeah, the last single player level, I'm sure, is going to be a pain. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the captures I got of the other day. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Is the last single player level hard, Omni? Okay, so here's just a couple clips. You can kind of see that we were doing the 3-player co-op. This is early. This is like one of the first things you do. It's just kind of training. The so when I was playing this as a review code, we could only do the first like training area. Now we want to play, like, this is a game that as a family we hang out sometimes together, like at night on the couch in the living room or in the bedroom or whatever, and we put 3 controllers together and we play as a family, right? We played Moving Out that way, and we'll also be playing this game that way. And it's fun. It's also can be frustrating and challenging as well, you know. But I think it's something that is we're going to enjoy getting better at and playing together. So you know, I don't like want to give review scores or anything, especially on a game where I haven't even played that much of yet. But I'll definitely say that it is worth your time if you like these kind of games. I think that the difficulty level can be actually pretty high. Is this a clip of her just making her name? Hope it's not. So yeah, I think it was. It was just a clip of that. I hope I got more clips than that, didn't I? Okay. Well, I thought I recorded like 4 or 5 clips, but that was just the one clip of actual gameplay. So I bet you can blame Xbox for that. But anyway, guys, there's a lot more of this game to be found and discovered. Like I said, there's more planets to discover, more things to do. I'm excited to see where it goes from here. So if you were curious a little bit about what this game is about, hopefully you learned a little bit. I am still learning now as well. As you can see, I'm not very good at it. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming with this generation and like all different kinds of games. That the variations are out there of lots of different genres and lots of fun things to be had. And this is something that I think it's like, I think it's $10, guys, if I'm not mistaken, on Xbox. Let me double check the price. So it's $11.99 right now on sale. It's on sale right now. Regular price is $14.99. It has 6 days left of a 20% off sale. It's $11.99. That's a good deal for something that can provide a lot of fun with your friends and family. So I believe also if you're on PC, you can actually play online on Steam. So Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. That was it for my first like impressions video. Wanted to keep it kind of short and sweet and just talk a little bit about the game. And hopefully you'll see some more of these in the future, maybe more in-depth ones with games that I would play more of, you know. But definitely recommend this one, guys. So have a good one, and thank you guys for tuning in.